for you?
Well, that's good enough. These days of instability and all that, I guess being good enough, it's like being good in normal circumstances, right?
Yeah, exactly. Between a plague and a world war, so what can we say? It's the small
Well,
pleasures in life.
That's what I was thinking. We just try to finish the plague thing, and then we got the war now, and what's coming after that? That's anyway.
Maybe a few more volcano explosions, a meteor strike.
Yeah.
You never know.
A mega volcano explosion, right?
That would be amazing.
No, please don't mention. Okay. Okay. I'm preparing myself some mate. I just finished call right before this one, so I didn't get enough time to get my mate. 1 second. Okay. So let me give you some update of what we have been this week. Well, we published, as you may have seen, the community update report with a number of different things we have been working on in the past 8 months. And well, I mean, to me, it's always impressive when I start and when I write these things because I mean, I'm like, wow, we did all this in the past 8 months, and so we got the conference from I mean, I'm going to maybe mention some little highlights because people may want to know a bit more, and I don't know if everyone read it, but this includes, like, for example, the conference at the HCC at Paris, different partnership announcements for different of our apps. Really important piece of news in the last month was the Mexican case in October. Then LISCON, we launched the incubator. Well, we had a presence in different conferences also in Denver. Then, as you know, we launched the Kleros V2 development, which I'm not going to get into this because we've already discussed this at length. Last week we did a full team demo for testing the first version with an interface. Of course, it's not a beautiful interface now, but it's enough for a prototype. And so we are finishing to fix some things we discovered into this testing. And after we fix this, we will do a public show of the app, so you can see what we have been working on. So other things that we launched in the past time was Proof of Humanity, which is at the moment the app that created more cases for Kleros. We also launched the incubator. By the way, if you want to apply, feel free. We plan to start the incubation program probably in early May. We are already sending the email to the teams that were chosen for the interview phase. And if you want to apply or help us share the news of the incubation process open for all those who think could be interested. So that's an important thing now. So I spent lots of time last week reviewing applications and starting with the first interviews. So that's one important thing. Let me see what else do we have. Well, I've been giving a couple of talks, one of them about Kleros as a tool for regulation and self-regulation, let's say, in the crypto ecosystem, which is based on my presentation at LISCON. So that was last week. And we are already also, finalizing the details for our participation in a number of events which one of them is going to be in 2 weeks at Ethereum Rio. This is going to be in, as you can imagine, in Brazil. And there's going to be Kleros event in partnership with the CR, the arbitration, say, association of Rio. It's an international association, but this is the branch of Rio. And then there's going to be team members participating in the Rio conference. So we are going to be there with William. I think we'll be there with Annabelle, Plinio, who is from Brazil, by the way, and then we have and Federani, who is from Argentina, and he's going to go there with me too. Then another part of the team is going to be in Dubai. So there's the Dubai conference. This is right after it's Rio. Well, not right after it's Rio. It's a bit like 1 week and a half after, right? William or Annabelle?
I think it's the next week. Like a week later. There's a week between the two.
Okay, a week later we have that. Good. Also, we have a number of team members who are going to participate in the Amsterdam. I don't know the name of the Amsterdam. Dev Connect, right? That's the name. And this one is in April, I think. And we are everywhere, you know. And also we are starting to coordinate our participation at the ETHCC, which is going to be taking place in July. So we are going to be there as every year. As you know, we make one of our team meeting in ETHCC. And then last week was announced the Bogota DevCon. I'm not going to lie to you. I was hoping in the past that it would be done in Buenos Aires, but that's fine. I love Bogota and I love my Colombian friends. So this DevCon Bogota is going to be in November. And since I have like lots of connections in Colombia, and in particular people from our fellowship program, like Jose Torres, who was a fellow at Stanford, and now he's a lawyer, arbitration lawyer, and he's based in Colombia. We want to make a quite big Kleros conference in November there with him, and there's also Stefania Vargas, who also did the incubation. There's so many things going on. I get older and it starts getting confused. No, she did a fellowship and she was working on Kleros as a tool that could help justice inclusion in Colombia. So they would be very happy to participate in that conference, which I expect would be in Spanish. So a lot of, organizing stuff like that. Well, I think what else I can share with you, I will let William give his little update.
Yeah, so for people who've been on previous calls, this will be familiar. You know, my work plods along and sort of particularly on like breaching factors and sabotage, building off the learnings that we've come to in studying versions of Kleros to make Kleros secure against sabotage. So this week I specifically thought a lot about like delay griefs. So these are griefs where someone like spends money to like sabotage somebody, but the sabotage takes the form of not like causing them financial harm, but causing them to like wait for stuff, like causing some normal operation of the system to be delayed. So in Kleros, this would be, for example, if someone like makes frivolous appeals, because then it takes like an extra week for the case to resolve, or an extra appeal period, or if someone like challenged something on a curated list, that like is again like a frivolous challenge, and then you can sort of ask, okay, what is asymptotically, how much money do I have to like destroy as a saboteur to cause someone a fixed amount of harm? And if you like increase the harm, like ideally the money that someone has to destroy should like increase like more than linearly, exponentially or something. Thought a lot about that. We have still more details on like our experiment that we're finalizing for our collaboration with Paris 2. We have some talks, I guess, with some other academics who are interested in doing some experiments that will happen soon. So there might be more experiments in the future, but things are continuing along.
Yeah, we were discussing in the team call. Well, a very sad, example of grief. Time. What was his name? William, time grief, delay grief.
Time grief or delay grief.
Yeah. People can use it in real world settings for when inflation is high, like some of the emerging economies. You can attack a system by delaying decisions until inflation basically eats all of the what is at stake basically. So we had that discussion. We are very soon onboarding also Jamilia, who is a lawyer who she's going to participate in a PhD. Well, participate in a PhD. I mean, she's going to do her PhD program at Assas. As you know, from our agreement with the BPI Bank in France and the funding that we get from them, so these funds are used to cover a number of expenses that, some of them are about developing Kleros and basically like software development activities. Others are meant for research, like for example, all the research that William does in crypto economics. And some of that also is meant for funding like legal researchers in connection to Kleros. As well, we have seen in the Telegram, there's lots of discussions about what is actually the status of Kleros in the wider context of arbitration, whether Kleros is arbitration or is not arbitration, whether Kleros is fair or is not fair, or lots of discussions coming from that angle. And of course, Kleros crypto economic approach to incentives and distributed solution, of course, makes some people question if this is a dispute resolution method or not. This doesn't affect only Kleros. This also affects like whatever other methodology that one could use for dispute resolution, like machine learning, for example, right? So Jamilia, who is our researcher, she's a lawyer, and she's going to do a PhD specifically addressing the question of how do these new tools of resolution or for dispute that we call decentralized justice, fit or do not fit with more traditional approaches to resolving disputes, right? So she's going to start her PhD very soon as some administrative stuff are going to be resolved. So that's another important thing that is coming this coming week. And then we also have a date for our cooperative meeting that's going to be, if I'm not wrong, on April the 12th, Annabelle, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, so this means, for me, finalizing the report I have to present every year that I submit to all of the members of the cooperative. If you are already a member of the community and you would want to also be a part of the cooperative, you can apply with Annabelle. Anyone can apply to be part of the Kleros cooperative, and she will guide you through the steps that you need to go through. And let me think if we have anything else. I don't think I have much more to share with you. I don't know if you guys have any question to ask.
Hi, Fede. How are you? I have a question about the incubation application form that we submitted from UBI team.
Yeah, I will get back to you on that. I mean, I think we are reviewing that. but this you will hear soon from us with an answer for this.
Okay, thank you, Fede.
No problem. Anything else you have questions or may want to discuss? The POAP, right? That's what you are all waiting for. Annabelle, is the POAP thing working this time?
No, there is actually no solution for the QR code at all. So I, as always, have the links. There were more people last week to request a link after the call. So please do the same this week, or don't forget this week if you did not do it last week. I still have POAPs to claim for the last call. So this is also possible to do later today or tomorrow. I don't know, Shin, if you had the chance to solve that on your side. We did not communicate, so I don't want to. In case there are like more updates, Shin, don't hesitate to tell us.
Sure. I can, for now, I can help you distribute. Like, if you can share some codes with me, I can help share with the people. I took a screenshot of the ones that are present.
Awesome. Well, yeah, hopefully it will be solved soon and we will be able to do this in a fully decentralized way. Well, assuming, of course, Telegram was fully decentralized, but, well, we will get there. So any other question, guys, you want to discuss or anything? Okay, well, I will see you in the bits then. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.